Hey everyone, on weekly live podcast Profit Bytes by Vestinda. I'm your host Artem, and let's jump on the what happened to the crypto market and stock market as well on last week. And if you have some questions, leave them in the comment box below, and let's get started. So for today, we obviously the a lot of news around Bitcoin and crypto. So for today we have, let's check from the charts from the beginning. Okay, let's start from this. So on the left side we have 2023 chart, and on the right side we have 2020 chart. So in this comparison, like I said before, that we are having the pretty much similar patterns, pretty much the similar price action all around. So I think that if you're going to see 2020, you will find a small triangle here in between August and October. So I marked this with ABCD triangle, and the same, pretty much same triangle we have on the left. We have ABCD triangle here, and the funny thing is that again, mid July, August, and up to mid October, we have the same triangle here. So even the same time frame, uh, this pattern appeared on Bitcoin. Um, so after this breakout, in 2020, we moved up and we faced this kind of sideways inside rising channel. So the same happened recently with Bitcoin. We had the same rising channel here. Um, and I even put here the candlestick shadow lines. So the candlesticks is just copied um from this price action, and we are pretty much the same. And I think in that we are somewhere in between this price action. So here is in the circle, you can see this price action. We are probably going to have some kind of pullback around 40 to $44,000. Then we probably going to dip around 39 40ish, uh, and then go up again. And we are currently waiting for $50,000. I think that $50,000 is really a strong level, both psychologically and both technically. And a lot of early investors who invested in Bitcoin in the beginning of the year, they will probably going to have take their profits in order to, a lot of big investors, they need to pay taxes from the profits. So they probably going to fix some profits in the beginning of the year, and they reinvest it again. So I expecting the some kind of um, pullback price action like we had here in Bitcoin 2020. So you can see this uh, W-shaped price action where we had a pretty much well, it is not big pullback, but it is a good pullback. Like minus 15-16% is quite big for pullbacks, and it's quite good pullback for bull market as well, because bull markets usually have pullbacks which around um, well 15 to $14,000 um, percent. Sorry. So yeah, and what I'm thinking is that we are currently going to have this pullback around $50,000. Where we going to land? Well, if again we're going to see like 15 to 20% drop down, it's probably around from 50 to 40, 42. So somewhere around current price action, we're going to see this pullback. Um, yeah, and in this case, we are probably going to see a big rebound around $40,000. So the big pullback should be well hitting for probably new all-time highs. So that's what kind of expecting for this price action. So yeah, for Bitcoin, and let's jump on the on-chain data. And for today, it is really interesting to see net unrealized profit loss. Uh, this indicator is a pretty good indicator of bull market, um, of Bitcoin, and bear market as well. So the net unrealized profit loss chart is blue on this screen, and you can see that every time we go to the bottom of the market, we see this indicator going below zero. So once it starts, it goes to below zero, it is bottoming phase. So currently, we have this indicator going um, almost to uh, 50%, which is quite interesting level, simply because every time we go above 50% on this indicator, we are in a strong bull market. So let's take a look in 2017. We crossing 50 on NUPL, and we go strong. Look at price action. The price action on this chart is black chart. So you can see that once we hit above 50 uh, percent of NUPL, we go above $1,000 and just rising all the way up, 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 and you can see that NUPL even hit really high levels of around 76, 75%. So this is quite interesting, uh, because in 2017 we hit these levels, but in previous bull market we only approached this level. So I suppose that in this current bull market, we're probably going to see the similar structure where we just approach in 76 percent, and so currently we are in 47 area and rising. So I suppose that in the next few months, um, maybe even up till mid 2024, we're going to see only increase in these numbers. And once so pay attention to this chart when you deciding on entering or exiting the market, just to see where we are in terms of all investors on the market. So if everybody is decided to take profits, this chart going down. So it is pretty simple. And if we're going to see the price and UPL rising to these levels, we just need to take profits, and it will be good um, for long-term holders to decide where to take profits. And I think that 50% level will be a break in this week, maybe next week. So somewhere around these days, we're going to see the breakout from 50% in UPL, which is kind of strong signal for continuation of the bull market. Okay, so next chart is RSI heat map for altcoins. So altcoins, they're pretty strong, and most of them are made really solid profits this season. And I think that this chart is representing what we need to know. And if we're going to see weekly time frame on RSI heat map, um, I suppose that we are in pretty much in the ballpark of everything is overbought, and like like literally a lot of altcoins currently totally overbought. So I suppose there will be some kind of selling pressure on them, especially if we go back to a Bitcoin chart. uh, you can see that if we're going to have some kind of pullback here, or next pullback around $50,000, that will impact altcoins a lot. And and of course, this heat map is confirming that if we're just going to see all of these altcoins going down, that probably will cause altcoins to drop like in 40% or something like this. So just beware that altcoins may go down a little bit. They eventually, if Bitcoin is rising into all-time highs, eventually altcoins will follow up them as well. But in the short term, in current price action, expect that altcoins could go down about 20 to 40%. And in past, it happens already. So we saw this many times in previous bull markets and in previous cycles, that every time Bitcoin go up, altcoins go up too. But when Bitcoin making small correction like 5-10%, altcoins drop a lot. So it is quite a normal to the market. So just being prepared for this, it's normal thing. Just make sure that you are following some basic risk management rules, and you are highly tolerate to this price action and price moves. So okay, let's go back to on-chain data, and I think that is quite interesting chart, that monthly transactions on Bitcoin network is hitting all-time high. So if we're going to see November, we are here in 16.4 million transactions. And last time we hit um, 16.3 million in May. Well, which, if you're going to compare with the bull market of 2017, it is quite nothing. Like 2017 had 11 million transaction in Bitcoin network. 2021, 2020 had roughly 9 to 10 million transactions in Bitcoin network. Well, right now we are way higher than this, way beyond all these levels. So I suppose that Bitcoin network uh, function is good, and probably is this is another indicator of bull market that we are need to follow up, because once the transactions counts falling drastically, you can see that in 2018 and 2017 we had the market peak on December. So the transactions count was around 11 million. And when we hit the bear market in February, we just counting roughly 5 million transactions. So almost half of transactions cut. So I think that that is good indicator that if transactions go below 50% of previous number, that is some kind of indicator of bear market. Okay, so let's jump to the charts again and see what's happened to the markets. So in Ethereum, let's focus on Ethereum today, because Ethereum is quite interesting right now. You can see that last time we discussed Ethereum, we are hitting 2100, and today we are breaking out from this level, which is kind of interesting. Um, I think that it is pretty much simple but strong signal that Ethereum going to rise. Um, and I suppose that we are going to use let's take Fibonacci retracement tool here. So you can see that even the Fibonacci tool is aligning with this level of 2100, and we are currently breaking out from it. So I suppose that Ethereum going to reach 2500 somewhere in the middle of January probably, and most likely will go higher. So yeah, this is quite strong price action right now. Always make sure you're following some risk management always, and just to put some kind of alert or notification if we're going to below this level, below 2100. This is important level for everybody, to 100. If we go below this level, that's a red mark. That market could not uh, hold it, could not uh, break further. So just this level is quite safe mark for current price action to see if the market going up or not. Okay. So yeah, this for Ethereum. Let's go to the what we have here. Bitcoin dominance. Well, Bitcoin dominance is rising. Well, it is quite normal for Bitcoin dominance to rise in such a market environment. And I think that if we're going to compare it with 2020, you can see in 2020 we the Bitcoin dominance was um, in such sideways in around 70 and 60%. Well, that's pretty much because the market was dried out from altcoins, and all previous ICOs and all this kind of stuff was exhausted. And after the bull market, we had all of this DeFi hype and NFT hype around. So the dominance dropped and dropped drastically. So right now we are just recovering from that, and I think that we are in somewhere in the middle of this move, and we are probably going to revisit um, some levels from the past, and just simply using again Fibonacci tool. It is pretty simple and very useful. We are probably going to see uh, the Bitcoin dominance at 57%. Uh, that's pretty much sure. Um, just simply because right now Bitcoin rising, some people try to buy Bitcoin, some people try to convert their altcoins. Well, just simply because altcoins following Bitcoin, but they are sometimes not performing as good as Bitcoin. So that's why the people try to convert to Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin more than altcoins. So you can see even today, most of altcoins in our watch list are red. So yeah, it's quite normal for the market to convert to Bitcoin at this kind of um, market phases. So yeah, for next, I think that it is quite important to notice that gold hit all-time highs well, yesterday. So you can see that yesterday we had this long week, and we hit around 2,150. So hmm, this is quite interesting price action that we had this puncture here on this level, and kind of tells me that that we are not ending here, because a lot of the times the gold market is look at this, it just having some kind of stages. So if I'm going to use these levels like stages, so one level, again resistance. So every time the the price hits some resistance, it just consolidate below it, then it's trying to break it. So here, break out. breakout, even retest, and things like this. So same happened again with 700. So try to break it, break out, retest. And right now we are in the middle of breakout from $2,000. $2,000 is quite strong level. So I suppose that we are going to see another try of gold escaping this level. And I think that it could go higher. So yeah, it's pretty much simple. And I honestly want to compare this price action with Bitcoin. Let me just pop up Bitcoin chart for you guys here. Um, so it's quite interesting because you can see that, well, they correlate most of the time. The gold and the Bitcoin correlate together. So let me just uh, like this. So Bitcoin is orange line here, and you can see that um, so Bitcoin and gold rising together. Um, so they rising together, and they almost falling together as well, but in different fashion. So I think the correlation here is very very close. So we just need to follow up that. And I think that if gold going to breakout from 2000 level, it's certainly that gold and Bitcoin will go up together. Uh, Obviously in different percentages, obviously in different style, but they will correlate like in 80% times. So I think that is a good sign for the market that we are going to rise on Bitcoin as well. So just follow up this. It is really important chart for all market participants and investors. So just stick to it. Okay. And for today, guys, we have featured strategy DPO crossover, which is a quite interesting strategy. It's pretty simple. So you can see the entry. Uh, Sorry, just let me refresh the page here. Okay, so okay, so this is pretty simple strategy, just simply because it only using one uh, entry point and one exit point. So it's entry when price crossing uh, DPO and on daily time frame, and the exiting in the same fashion. So when the price is crossing DPO. So if we're going to backtest it, let's say on Ethereum, we're going to find that it is pretty good strategy for long term. Um, Maybe it's not as performing as some other strategies that we have, but it is also really really interesting. So you can see that on the rising market. Let's see full result report. So let me jump. Oh yeah, it's good. So you can see that the this strategy is picking up really good trades. At some point, it's entering really good in really good positions, especially on rising markets. So it's picking up really low and exiting well. Certainly, they're exiting some points really high. Like this, it opened trade in 1,600, and then it closed 1,900. Here in January, it made a trade around 1,200, exited 1,500. It is pretty good, and right now it's currently in the long from 1,600. Imagine that. And currently we are in this strategy, we're currently up in 36% on Ethereum, which is quite strong. I should say that not many traders going to enter in these levels and in such market conditions. So yeah, it is pretty strong strategy. So maybe you should try it on your account. And well, I suppose there is some kind of tweaks you can make to these conditions for entry and for exit to make this strategy even better. So try for yourself. And guys, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. Um, so once again, Bitcoin at $40,000. It is really strong, strong price action which we had last week. So I suppose that we're going to continue that. Small hiccups could be there, like this current price action, which stood around $41,000. So I suppose that we might revisit $40,000 in short term, and then pull back to the $50,000, where we could have a bigger, um, bigger retracement. So beware on this, and especially if you're trading altcoins. Let me back to altcoin chart. Where is it? Here is it. So like I said, on altcoins, it is really important to notice that we are probably going to see some rebound, just simply because Bitcoin dominance is rising. And if Bitcoin dominance is rising, it tells me that we are going to have bigger retracements on altcoins compared to Bitcoin. So simple as that. And yeah, and another important chart for today is to follow gold, because gold um, is highly correlated with Bitcoin in long term. So gold trying to break out from 2000 level, which is quite strong, as well as Bitcoin trying to break out from $40,000. So I suppose they both going together. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this live stream. If you have some comments, just simply drop them in comment box below. Going to answer all of